This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, that's it. That's the way it is when you're the world champion and you're the most, with the exception of Dusty Rhodes, you're the most featured guy of the NWA on a national level. So you got to do things like that. And, you know, it just shows you how the travel schedule was. You know, compare the travel schedule. Now, I do know that the pandemic has changed things. I know that there was a chance, I think a very good chance, that we were going to see AEW run house shows. Of course, the pandemic took care of that, took care of all the house shows. But compare what the guys do this year in 2021 to what the guys did in 1986.
It's not comparable.
No, it's not. It's different. And we talk about today, guys will, I don't know, how do I say this? They would work on their match together in the ring and backstage. They never did that in 86.
Yeah.
Never did. And the reason they never did that, they didn't have to because they wrestled every night.
Yeah.
They learned as he went along. The only way that guys can learn now, because they wrestle once a week.
That's right. That's important to I'm glad you're mentioning that too. Cause a lot of guys say, oh, everybody's got to talk through it. They used to wrestle 7 times a week. Now it's once a week.
That's right.
And their once a week is not trying things on a house show, getting it down pat, and then it's TV ready.
Right.
No, you got to be one take, Jake. This shit's live on TV. It's a totally different animal. And I think sometimes the guys get a bad rap when people pick on them for that.
Well, the people that pick on them don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So there you go.
But we know what we're talking about, by God. Hey, I've had a lot of fun talking about AEW and talking about the old school NWA here.
Yeah.
But we went the whole show and we didn't talk about WWE at all. Did you watch any SummerSlam?
I did not, of course.
You were doing your appearance. That's right.
Doing my appearance, and then the flight was delayed coming from Detroit to Atlanta. But I know I can go back and see it on the Peacock. I did get a text from Bart Sarin when it opened. He said, right in the front row, a Lois Rules t-shirt.
That's what I wanted to shout out. We had a Lois Rules shirt.
Yeah.
Front and center. We're going to be sure to hook him up with some free swag. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys get a shirt or a sign or something like that on TV, we're going to hook you up with some swag. Greatly appreciate all your support. And hey, let's show some of that SaveWithConrad.com action and some support, and I'll load that ass up.
Well,
but hey, it was a big
what?
I'll load that ass up with swag.
Oh, gotcha. Whew. That ass up.
It was a fun show because Charlotte became women's champion again.
Okay.
Becky Lynch returned and she won the title again. And the rumor and innuendo is she's going to be a bad girl now. And speaking of bad folks, Brock Lesnar's back, and it looks like he's a babyface. Now, what's interesting about that is after Roman Reigns dispensed of John Cena clean and in the middle, here comes Brock, unexpected Jones, surprise Jones. And of course, we know that Roman Reigns is now finally over because of Paul Heyman.
Oh,
but wait a minute. If Brock's back, who's Paul with? Paul's playing monkey in the middle. And I don't know. It feels like a great time to be a wrestling fan. You had a tremendous night for AEW with CM Punk coming back. And of course, later tonight, we're going to hear from him on Dynamite. But there's a Flair as a champion. There's a Lynch as a champion. Goldberg got his ass beat. Lashley even beat up Goldberg's teenage son, which is great for me. You know, I hate Goldberg. And of course, you know, we've got Brock Lesnar back. Oh, and Randy Orton and Riddle are the tag champs. So there's a lot of fun stuff going on both shows.
Good.
And of course, this weekend, I can't believe this is a real sentence in 2021. NWA Wrestling at the Chase featuring Ric Flair on pay-per-view this Sunday. Order it on Fight right now. What the hell's going on with wrestling all of a sudden, Tony? This is your fault. You know, wrestling wasn't this fun before you got back in.
You know, I've always said, and I know you did an interview with Jim Crockett, and he always said this, the late Jim Crockett, that wrestling is cyclical.
Yeah.
I really believe that. We're in a very hot time right now. And the key to having a good promotion is when times are not as hot to keep things interesting, keep things going, because they're going to get hot again. Just good stuff. It's again, say what you want. And I know all you WWE fanboys out there that want to see AEW disintegrate. Why you would want to see a company do that, I don't know. What you don't realize and what you don't get is how good competition is for the product. You just don't get that because you're a fucking moron.
Oh, okay.
Okay, not you, Conrad. The people on Twitter who want the demise of AEW. I don't want the demise of WWE, and I'm employed by AEW. It's good for the product. You don't get that because you're a fucking idiot, but it's good for the fucking product. So there, I said it, and I'll say it again. Did you and I touch on, very quickly, did you and I touch on Chris Schiavone getting his ass beat?
No, we did not.
Yeah.
We glossed over it.
Okay.
I think we probably put an episode in the can before that happened. And
yeah,
I got to tell you, it was cheers all around at my house. Megan loves her some Matt Schiavone, but not a big fan of Chris. Glad to see him take the L.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I love you. Like, yeah, I know your wife hates Chris. Everybody hates Chris.
Well, yeah, Chris has been the biggest shit disturber in the family for a long time. Laurie even came up with the tweet. I mean, the text to me. I've been waiting 36 years for this moment. I can't wait for tonight. And Chris has deserved an ass kicking for a long, long time. And Paul White came in. I thought Chris did a great job. I was very proud of him. And I remember Taz saying, as Chris introduced himself in the back to Taz, Taz says, "Man, yeah, he's much different than Matt. I can see." He said, he's got a heat with me for just me talking to him for 5 minutes, because Chris is just the way his personality is. So very proud of him, though, that he took that diamond cutter. So,
well, we love seeing a Schiavone get beat up, and I'm glad we got to see that. What? Sorry, not Lori. We like Lori.
You said a Schiavone getting beat up. In other words, the way you said it was, just pick one.
Well, like if they wanted to beat up Bug, fine with that.
No, fuck.
They wanted to beat up Lois, I'd have an issue with that. They wanted to beat you up, well, that's long overdue.
Listen, don't fuck with my dog. Don't you ever even talk about something happening to my dog, okay? That's crossing the motherfucking line is what that is.
I feel strongly that saving money is important. You know, if it's not something we worry about now, boy, we are really going to worry about it later. And I want to help you get out of debt faster and do it with cheaper monthly payments. I'm talking to you if you're in a 30-year loan. Now is the time to take years off of your loan. We're routinely helping our listeners cut 5, 10, even 15 years off their loan. And you can do this without perfect credit, with no money out of pocket. You've just got to start at savewithconrad.com.
All right. Don't ever talk about my goddamn dog again. Nobody beats up fucking Bug, because I will take a fucking machete and cut your dick off and stick it in your ear and make you walk home.
Whew. Talking a lot of shit for a known dick tucker over there, Schiavone. Got to tell you. And with that, it feels like we are desperately out of time.
Yeah, anybody who wants to have something to do with Bug, you're going to be desperately out of time. Hey, you can mess with my wife. You can mess with my kids. Well, don't fuck with my grandkids. Don't fuck with my baseball glove. I got it broke in the way I want. And don't fuck with Bug. And with that, we're desperately out of time. We'll see you next week on What Happened When. We come to you Wednesdays on Cumulus. But don't forget, each and every Monday we come to you only on
Patreon. Patreon.com/WHW Monday. Or, of course, adfreeshows.com.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.